Shavua Tov. This is Motzei Shabbat, Parshat Reaiy, Rosh Chodesh Elul, 5775. In this week's Parsha, we learned about the laws of kosher animals. And the Torah says that a kosher animal has to chew its cud, and have split hooves. And if an animal doesn't chew its cud and have split hoof, it's not kosher. So, what if the Talmud, the Gemara in Chulin 59a, entertains the following question: what if you are traveling and you're in the wilderness and you come across an animal whose hooves have been cut off? So there's no way you will be able to find out if this animal has split hooves. Assuming you know how to slaughter an animal, how to shecht it, are you allowed to eat this animal? So you would say no, you cannot allow to, because there's no way for you to check. The Talmud says, Rav Chisda explains, that if you're traveling and you find such an animal, you only have to check its mouth. Look in its mouth. Im ein la shinayim lemala, if it has no teeth in the front part of the upper jaw, then you know that this animal is kosher. Because there's no animal that has no teeth in its upper jaw, in the front part of its upper jaw, and doesn't have split hooves. Any animal that has no teeth in its upper jaw, for sure, has split hooves. However, there is one animal that we know that does have no teeth in its upper jaw and is definitely not kosher, and that is the camel. When a young camel has no teeth in the front part of its upper jaw. So the Gemara asks, so maybe it's a camel. So he says, this is what Rav Chisda means. If you find an animal that has no hooves on it because they were cut off, and you check the mouth and there are no teeth in the front part of the upper jaw, then if you know what a young camel looks like, then you know that this animal in front of you is definitely kosher. But the Gemara says, how do you know there's not another animal in the world that's like the young camel, that may also have no teeth in the upper jaw and also doesn't have split hooves? Maybe you're going to allow a person to eat a non-kosher animal? He says, don't worry about that, because we know Rabbi Yishmael taught, since the Torah says, Bet hagamal ki ma'alei gera hu, the camel is unique in the fact that it chews its cud and doesn't have many teeth in the front, which is characteristic of an animal that chews its cud has no teeth. And a camel in its younger stage also has no teeth, but it is the only animal like that in the entire world. Shalit ba'olamo yodea she'en lecha davar ma'alei gera v'tameh ela gamal. The Torah, the one who rules the world, the creator of the world, he wrote in the Torah that the camel is unique in its category. There are other animals that don't have split hooves, but it's unique in its category that it chews its cud, it has no teeth at a certain stage of its life, and it doesn't have split hooves. It is the only other animal in the world. When God wrote the Torah, he knew what even Moses could not know, because North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia weren't even discovered. Even if someone managed to cover all the continuous continents, they wouldn't be able to know these matters. But God, who wrote the Torah, knows, and so this is an evidence that the Torah is from God, and even more important, this is evidence that the oral Torah is from God, because Rabbi Yishmael is making a statement, Rav Chisda making a statement that's not black and white in the Torah, and to this day, this has not been disproven. And then Rav Chisda says, furthermore, if you're traveling in the desert and you find an animal whose mouth is mutilated, so you can't check whether it had teeth in the upper jaw or not. So, but this animal has its hooves. Look at the hooves. Look at the hooves of this animal. And if they are split, then you know for sure the animal's a kosher animal. Because every animal in the world that has split hooves chews its cud. However, with one exception. And what's that one exception that has split hooves and doesn't chew its cud? The pig. That's the pig, written in the Torah. God says it has split hooves, it doesn't chew its cud. So Rav Chisda is saying, if you find such an animal that has split hooves, but you can't tell what the story is from the teeth, because from the teeth you can tell whether it chews its cud, if you know what a pig looks like, then you can slaughter that animal and eat it. And again, the Talmud says, well, maybe there is another such creature. And again, Rabbi Yishmael comes in and says, the Torah also says, Veta chazir ki mafris parsa hu. It alone is unique in its category that it has split hooves and doesn't chew its cud. Shalid ba'olamo yodea she'ein lecha davar shemafris parsa v'tameh ele chazir. The one who runs the world knows that there is no other creature in the world. Now that all the 7 continents have been discovered, we still haven't found any species that breaks this rule. An amazing, amazing statement from the Talmud, the oral law, that shows this is not information that could have been imagined, invented, commentated, interpreted by human beings. So it had to come from another source. Shalid ba'olamo, the one who runs the world, gave the Torah, both the written Torah and the oral Torah. Hashem should bless us to strengthen our faith in Him, in His Torah, in His Chachamim, in the sages who teach us the Torah, and as Rabbi Nachman adds, and in oneself, to know that Hashem has confidence in us to carry forth on His mission in this world. Shavua Tov, Chodesh Tov, K'tiva V'Chatima Tova, and God bless you.